something. All right, give me the trivia question.
All right, so the Steelers at 6-0 are the last undefeated team this season. Who was the last undefeated team last season?
Wow. Well, it wasn't the 49ers. They lost early, and the Ravens ended up with the 1 seed, but they were 2-2. The last undefeated team last year, last year, the last undefeated team. The Packers?
You said it. You were right. It was the 49ers.
The 49ers?
Yeah, remember? They started out
undefeated.
undefeated. They had not lost until that game against Seattle at home with, the overtime
Monday Night
game
Football.
and all
That was an awesome game. That was Jadeveon Clowney's tour de force. Yeah, all right. Well, I said it. Does that count?
Nope,
Let me hear the sound. All right.
Sorry, Slugger.
Can I get a bingo? All right, go ahead. Yeah, Pete's mad at me. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
I think
take the first pick.
The Bills' offensive weapons versus the Patriots' secondary is one of the matchups I'm looking at for this week. I mean, because there's a lot of things that encompass this. I mean, of course, we know it's a big game.
And you blew it. Stefon versus Stefon. How can you not go Stefon versus Stefon? It's great. When do we ever have a chance to say Stefon versus Stefon?
Okay, put it on there. It's Stefon versus Stefon, all right? It's
Good.
Two different spellings of it, too. It's a PH and an F version, so I like that. But either way.
Just like John Coffey from Green Mile. Same as the drink, just spelled different. Go ahead.
Yes, but that matchup, of course, is gold. It's going to be all the matchups across the board, and where I'm excited because the Bills can't run the football. They're all about throwing. The Patriots can't stop running the run. They're all about pass defense. And then, of course, Brian Daboll. He's a New England disciple. Him there as the offensive coordinator, matching wits with the Belichicks and all that. That's going to be very interesting to me, and that'll be the story of the game, really. Can the Bills consistently throw the ball on New England? If they can, they're going to win the game. If it's tough, I think they could be in trouble of being upset by the Patriots.
Yeah, look, I agree with you, and that was one of the ones on my list, obviously, because I had the Stefon locked and loaded and ready to go. I am going to go something we talked about earlier, Lamar Jackson versus that Steelers front seven. We know how the Steelers take pride in stopping the run. They get off the bus stopping the run. That was Cam Hayward told me a couple of weeks ago when they shut down the Browns running game. They've only faced Lamar Jackson once before. They're going to be ready, and they've just got that swagger, and let's see what Lamar Jackson has. He had a week off to get ready for this one, heal up any lingering nicks he may have. He popped up from time to time on the injury report. This is going to be a great one. What does Lamar have? Can he throw the ball against that defense? But most importantly, running the ball, strength on strength. What can Lamar do against that front seven?
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I mean, it's two bullies on the field as far as teams are concerned, and it's just like which one will break or which one will blink. I mean, is that the game of the day? I mean, is that the game of the day to you on Sunday? I guess so. I think it's the game of the day for me. All right.
Yeah, I think absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. It's because the Ravens have one loss, and this is the biggest test left on the Steelers' regular season schedule. So yes.
Yep. All right. I think the next one I'm going to go to is Flores versus McVay. Again, here we are. It's the Tua, showing up there for the Miami Dolphins. What can they do? But I think this is a game that I would not be shocked if Miami pulled off an upset. I'm not saying I'm going to pick them. But I don't think you can just chalk it up to, the Rams are 5-2 and they got McVay and Aaron Donald. They're just going to roll over this Miami Dolphins team. I don't think that'll be the case. I don't. And I think, really the big factor of the game will be Flores. Can he slow down McVay and Jared Goff and Robert Woods and all those things on the offensive side of the ball to let Tua get ready and into the game a little bit? If it comes out with McVay and it's surgical and McGenius is going down the field and all that stuff, and all of a sudden Tua is like getting the ball and he's down 7-0 and he goes 3 and out, and all of a sudden now it's 14-0, like forget it. They got no chance. So it will be important for the defense in Flores to break out that game plan we saw from the Super Bowl a few years ago with the Patriots versus the Rams and do some other stuff to give them a chance to win the football game and give a chance to Tua to win his first start as a left-handed quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, it could end up being like the 49ers-Patriots game last week where you sputter a few times and the next thing you know, it's 23-3.
Exactly right. It could be.
And you're done.
And you're
done,
right.
Next one for me, I'm going to go DK Metcalf against the 49ers secondary, whoever it is that draws the short straw on any given play, because I think Metcalf is going to be pissed off because not that he's going to be mad that he didn't get the ball more last week, just that he didn't get open more often, that he didn't do well enough, that he didn't put himself in position to get the ball. And I think he's going to have a huge game, and I think whoever is trying to cover him from that secondary is going to wish they didn't have to cover him.
I would think that would be back to the basics for the Seattle Seahawks. First off, San Francisco plays so many single safety defenses where either it's zone or man, it plays like man-to-man, one-on-one on the outside. And that's one of the weaknesses to me of that 49ers defense. You could throw it out there if you're willing to do it, and Russell Wilson and them are. And Russell Wilson let Arizona, as I said earlier in the week, off the hook last week. There was too many times where it was DK Metcalf, man-to-man, you should have thrown the ball to DK Metcalf, and for some other reason, he worked the other side of the ball, and I would think he saw that film and went, wait, what the hell was I doing? Why didn't I work him more? So I expect that to happen. All right, I'm going to go to the Browns-Raiders game. Sneaky big-time game here, because, of course, there's playoff implications here. The Raiders, they can't afford to really lose this, or they might fall out of favor and fall out of the race for a playoff spot. And, of course, we know the Browns are kind of in a similar scenario. To me, the big battle here for this football game will be, can the Raiders' defensive line not get mauled by the Browns' offensive line? That's really where it'll come down to, because I think it's the Raiders will be able to cover the Browns in a lot of ways. The Browns' running game can really dominate. And it makes life easy for Baker Mayfield sometimes. Raiders are not impressive up front. If they could slow it down a little, I think they'll be able to cover the Browns without OBJ and all that, and to where maybe they can pull off an upset in Cleveland. But I'm just not sure what happens there in that matchup.
Yeah, I thought about going John Gruden against the virus, but that's not a matchup because, as we know, the Raiders are on the cutting edge of beating the virus.
They've dominated it.
Next one for me, Le'Veon Bell against Adam Gase. Oh, yeah. Hey, look.
Damn, why did I forget about that?
Regardless of how it came out, how it played out, it was characterized as Gase didn't want Bell. The truth is Gase didn't want to pay Bell $13.5 million per year. Gase recognized that you can't have Bell as the finishing touch to an offense that otherwise has nothing. It was too much money to invest in the position when you have far more important needs in crafting an offense. But they never got along. They never saw eye to eye. The relationship was poisoned from the get-go, and this is Bell's chance. I mean, this is it, man. I mean, what did Gase do to deserve this season? And he's going into the bye with games against the Chiefs and then the Patriots, and he gets Le'Veon Bell in Bell's second game on the field with the Chiefs. So that one's easy for me. Have we done 3 each already?
That was 3. That was it.
That was fast.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.